Welcome to the Flashcast, everybody.
You
I
don't
am your
even have a
host,
job, nigga.
Soldier Sunday, and it's going to be a pretty weird episode. We're recording really early because we had to make up lost time since we didn't have to uh, do stuff on Saturday. Most of our guests were gone, and I guess we're just back to the original trio. Even though it's been like fucking what, 3 weeks? We're back to the original trio, I guess. But we are joining with Miracle 7.
Hi.
Introduce yourself. There you go. And we are joined by the one and only, the man who made the 9A Samus Guide, impact on the community, Zapperix. How's it going?
I'm bored already.
Shit. My job failed. How's everybody's week's been? Let's start with Gosick.
Alex been fine. School finished, so I've just been playing a ton of children's card games, getting ready for regionals.
You're going to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals? YCR?
Yeah.
YCG?
Well, it's WCQ World Championship Qualifier, I think. Something like that.
Wait, what?
No, it's not WCQ. It's the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
World Championship Qualifier. Because if I come top 8 in this tournament, I get an invite to the European tournament thing.
Oh, I gotcha. Wait, which game is it?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, alright. Which deck you running?
I'm playing fucking Pepe OEM.
Man, I just missed the good old days where the format didn't change all the goddamn time. And
Yeah, the format changed twice a year back then.
Monster Reborn was pretty good, but now it's like you can only have one.
You can't have one. That card's
That
broken
card
as
is too
shit.
much
Man.
man. What are you talking about? I
Those
used to
were
play
the-
that game, nigga.
Those were the good old
That
days.
card has always been.
Man, I love
Man.
Monster Reborn.
Nostalgia.
I remember when I had Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to run with Elemental Heroes, and I just there's a vanilla Heroes deck, but I was just always missing one card that I can't remember. It was like a fucking trap card. I had two foil shiny Solemn Warnings, and I thought that was pretty sick. Since Solemn Warnings is a pretty good
I
card.
think you mean Solemn Judgment.
Solemn Warning.
Solemn
is
Judgment?
amazing.
Yeah, Solemn Judgment's the rare one, I guess. The
Solemn
one where the
Judgment's banned now because it's fucking broken.
old dude waving his hand to the two young white girls, angels, I guess.
Those are his
You know my
bitches now.
favorite card?
What?
MST.
Oh,
Mystical
Mystical
Space
Space Typhoon.
Card is so stupid.
Man, let's just
Nice.
take a moment to acknowledge how sick the Yu-Gi-Oh art was, and
Sick.
and is. There's some great art on it. Gallus the
Danko
Star
Swagger.
Beast.
Oh,
Gallus
moment
the
of
Star
silence.
Beast.
a moment of silence to commemorate the artwork of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Man, what a fall from grace, huh? And how has your week been,
Blue Eyes
Proto?
White Dragon is my nigga.
Wait, who?
How's your week been,
Blue Eyes
Proto?
White Dragon.
It's been a pretty uneventful week until up to, I think, Sunday, where I entered a tournament for the first time after not playing or playing in a tournament for a year. And I did pretty okay in it. I think first was a good placing. So that's really all's been happening for me. That's all that happened for me last week, really.
Yeah, I guess.
that's-
All right, we'll talk about that as soon as we get done with everybody else this week. What about you, Miracle?
It's been decent, I guess. Pretty uneventful, like Proto's.
Oh, dude, are you gonna play Uncharted 4?
Yeah. Well, eventually when I get a PS4.
What are your plans for it? Are you gonna go like legendary again?
Yes,
Are
definitely.
you gonna get the world record?
Yeah. Well, my brother already has a PS4, so he's probably gonna start.
Oh, dude, time to steal it. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
I got the ski mask and everything.
Nice.
You're not gonna ask your brother to play it?
My brother lives in Orlando.
You're not gonna ask your brother to play it?
Oh, yeah, he's planning on pre-ordering it. I think he already pre-ordered it.
You're not gonna walk on over there?
I'm gonna walk for 8 hours, or like probably longer. It's 8
Yeah.
hours by car.
Wait, Miracle, you live in Florida?
Yeah, I live in Florida.
Where?
Panama City.
Uh,
Yeah, he was trying to get
I
a
mean,
Tinder
you're
meetup.
like in North Florida, right?
What?
Means you're in North Florida, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm in South Florida.
I see. Panhandle.
Yeah. How's your? Have you been entering in any recent tournaments lately, Miracle?
No, I've been busy with school and
Oh,
stuff.
but good thing school's over, right?
I do study for midterms because midterms like 2 weeks after winter break ends.
That just sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good head on your shoulders, man. Keep in school.
Forever.
Stay in school and get a good job.
Plus, I'm actually not a fan of tournaments because I have to wait so long. I'm a very impatient person.
I just play
Right.
video between rounds, so.
I can tell you, you wait for a long time.
Well, that's what happens when you're good. You just stay in winners, and then you just don't get put into losers, or you have to play match after match. That's your reward for being in winners. You get to take a break and.
But it's so boring. Like in that one tournament with Joey, like at one point it was just so boring that I just let Joey take a game off me with like not even trying, so I can get the losers and maybe hype it up more. But I fought
Yeah, but
Scalers,
Joey would have beat you
laggy,
regardless, so.
Yeah, I would have probably lost to Joey regardless, but like I just lost quicker, and then I had to face Scalar's Chibi in lag, and oh my god, that was the most annoying match ever. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of tournaments because somehow I win and then I have to wait like 30 minutes.
Oh man, Miracle, are you clicking on something right now?
Am I clicking on something?
That's what during tournaments, you should honestly just play practice matches with other people. Especially online
I
tournaments.
clicked on the Slack tab.
I can hear you clicking from like it's like a mosquito inside my ear, man.
I'm sorry.
Get bodied, nigga.
Zap, how's your week been? You got back into SF2, that's good. Anything else happen?
Nah.
Hmm.
I just chilled because I was done with school. Don't have to ever touch calculus again for like another 4 months.
Right.
And I can just relax.
Nice.
Until
And
January 11th, and I'm back in school. Also applied to be a dev. See how that works.
well, I think you have a chance to be in the game. You have a chance. You just have to
Good
show
luck,
up.
man.
You can't be going
Yeah.
on breaks, you know, like all the time.
Keep pushing.
When's the last time during the break besides now, my nigga? When?
Hey man, that was a pretty. You don't know. So much stuff has been advancing.
Bruh. Probably a good time to be going break anyway, because I didn't have to hear about the, oh, I committed suicide, but no, I didn't.
Nah, I'm
And
playing.
had to
Nah, I'm playing.
Well,
hear about that. Kia. Don't forget about that. Remember that
So many,
fiasco?
so many people want to commit suicide in this community.
I,
But
I
that's
think that's for another cast.
that's for another cast. That's for another
Another
group
day.
of people to do it.
Yeah,
AKA,
what'd you call it? Watch.
You'll have Monty on that cast, right?
Spoiling it.
No memes. Strict policy.
You have Monty, Hero, and like the rest of the Suicide Squad.
Christ.
The suicide, this fucking suicide squad.
so Kia's and then
Damn, alright.
It's like, why are all these kids wanting to commit suicide, though?
Man,
Like,
They're teenagers.
We
They can't help
can-
it. They
listen-
can't help the hormones.
that's
we
no
gotta-
excuse.
we gotta,
It's totally an excuse.
they want
Everything.
They want
Yeah.
attention.
I can't stop it now.
Okay, no memes. Everyone shut the fuck up. Topics.
Yeah, I'm glad everybody's having a good week, you know. Now that school's off, we can really now that school's off for me, I can really focus on providing content for SF2. I want to have this edge guarding video done. I want to have this edge guarding video done by this break, and I think I'm going to do it. I just need like a good recording software, cuz Movie Maker, man, you're fucking up. You got to like step it up, Movie Maker. But then
The Maker is a definition of poverty software, my nigga.
I'm too poverty to afford Sony Vegas.
Hey man,
Why
I'll
don't you just
edit
have
it for
Proto?
you. I would-
Why
we
don't you
all
just have
do.
Proto edited?
I don't know. I
I
think
got you.
it'd be a good idea. I mean,
didn't think about it. That's why.
Yeah, I guess.
You could have our developer video editor do it.
Oh yeah, you guys know we have a video editor on the dev team, right?
Really?
A
Yeah.
dedicated video editor.
Dedicated video editor. What did he edit? I don't fucking know.
Is he a secret dev?
He's like the music devs. You just never see them.
Yeah. The only
They
music
work
devs,
like
the only music devs you guys probably see is like 194 and Xylus. And
they're like slaves. They're put in a box and they work, and then you just never see them.
yeah, the Atlantic music dev trade.
Other than T-Sun, who does the most work on the dev team?
Yeah, but he's not a music dev.
Yeah,
So who
everyone
does?
knows who that is.
Yeah, he can't write music for shit, man. You ever seen him write a song before? It's terrible.
Can't even sing.
This one singing TV.
Can't even sing.
Love you, T-Son.
T-Sun's bay.
I
But
wish you were here.
T-Sun's hair is like godlike.
Yeah, it is. I wish I had hair like that. Are we
T-Sun's hair is
streaming
like
this
10
cast?
times
by the way?
higher than Slow.
no, I'm
He
recording
knows
it
a lot about computers. That's for sure.
because he works at Best Buy.
Yeah, I asked him to pick out a laptop for me, and he like found two that were like around a good price, and it was like ridiculous. Like he explained to me why they were good. It was like a literal paragraph of just walls and walls of paragraphs of just explaining.
What do you say? Stuff like an i5 processor, an NVIDIA graphics card,
Yeah,
bunch
he
of other
explained
stuff.
the processor and the RAM and stuff, and why it would be important.
Like how many gigs of RAM? Like 8 or like 10 or something?
I think 12 is like the best, or would be probably better.
I don't know how much you can get in a laptop maximum.
The most I've seen is like 16 or something.
I see a
I
12.
remember seeing 32 somewhere,
Jesus.
but I'm not
That's
sure
a
that
big
On
actually.
laptop. Whoa.
It's like gigantic, dude.
It's like a 100-pound laptop, man. You can't even carry it anymore.
It's not a laptop, it's just a computer.
Oh wait, I forgot pounds is a weight over in America land, not a currency.
RAM doesn't really have that much weight. Like, you could just add RAM to your computer, they won't really add that much weight to your computer, to be honest with you.
Let me download RAM.
You can't download RAM.
Oh,
RAM
I
is
did,
hardware. RAM's
Download
actually-
ram.net.
damn, I just tried to download RAM right now. It didn't work
I
out.
recommend actually, like,
It gave me
RAM
the
into your computer lets you know how to actually open it up. If you don't know how you break your computer, you void your warranty.
Right.
That wouldn't be good.
No, that would not be good.
That sucked.
Other
Alright,
than
so
that, my weeks have been pretty okay. I didn't enter in Proto's tournament since I had a thing to go to, but I'm glad he did well and we can talk about it now. Proto, how has the tournament been for you? I know you had,
Wow.
I know you dropped like 4 games, but you did pretty well over the tournament. What would you say was your easiest and hardest set?
My hardest set, frankly, was I want to say it was versus Anonym, because
Okay.
it was running at 10 frames per second. Not as a shot to him. I know a lot of people give him a hard time, and he wasn't very happy with me when he did lose, because that's competitive nature. You want to win, and he did play to win, and it didn't work out. So I know where he's coming from. So I don't hate him or anything, since a lot of people kind of get that vibe when I talk about our match. But I'd say it was definitely hard because I did drop a game to him. He counterpicked me to Dracula's Castle, and it wasn't at 10 frames per second by that point. It was at 5, but
Oh man.
Uh,
Why would you agree to that? You gotta strike the laggiest stages. There's so
Right?
many.
I did not know Dracula's was a counterpick, so I banned, the usual stages that I would ban. And he picked Dracula's, and I asked Corvid, even in the chat, is Dracula's a legal counterpick? And he was like, yes. So I had to play it out there, and I did lose
Bummer.
that match.
That was smart, like doubling the lag.
Did you
Yeah,
win?
God damn it.
No, I did not. That was the one match I lost. Next match, I wanted to get it over with quick, so I picked 3DS, and I 3-stocked him. So,
Alright. That sounds
went-
just about right.
yeah, it went as I thought it should have, but it was definitely hard fought. Another set that I thought was harder than I would have expected it to be was, I think, Axe Ending. I don't think I played a Black Mage up to this point in SSF2 at all, and it was pretty surprising to see the stuff that he was pulling out versus me. I had never thought of full hop nair over and over as defense. Uh, I did play Fox the first game, and needless to say, I did not play well in that match.
Oh no.
I actually lost that. That was one of the other ones. And then I went DK the next two matches because I was thinking about counter picks, and I was just thinking it through my head. And out of all the characters, I would probably do best with DK because
I can see that.
I was also thinking about in the neutral because how he played the neutral, and I was getting a lot of grabs. So that, getting easy conversions off of grabs and back throw. So the next two games I've been with DK. I think the first match was like a 2-stock, and the next match was another 2-stock. But props to Axe, he actually did very well versus me. Better than I had expected.
Yeah. I'm glad he's sticking it. I'm glad he's sticking with Black Mage. There's pretty much no Black Mages right now. I'm trying to pick up the character and see what I can do with him, and he's fun, but it's hard against people who are fast, like Falcon and Fox, etc. But I
Yeah.
don't think when you picked Fox against Accenting, I'd say that's a pretty valid point. But you gotta remember, man, F throw, Black Mage, F throw, you get, and it's a tech chase situation. He just side B's you to death, and dare
Yeah.
edge guard. Yeah, did he do that game? I don't think he did, right?
You mean like?
Just tech chase
You
with
mean
side B.
as Black Mage? Oh, he did tech chase me quite a bit, and I got hit by it pretty much every single time.
There's no avoiding.
Uh,
There's no avoiding.
The thing is with me as a Fox player, or when I do play Fox, for me as a player in general, my characters will lose matchups that I'm just not good in. So, for example, my Falcon won't do well or my Falcon usually does not do well versus Marth. And, that's not exactly a bad matchup for Falcon, I just don't do well in it. And I think it's the same for my Fox. My Fox just does not do well versus matchups. And versus very good defensive players like Axe, I did not expect him to be like that. So that was my downfall in that match, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's gonna be bigger. So you go ahead first.
One thing that the one thing that I've been thinking about is that not a lot of players have that wall that makes players respect them. I think that's something that we lack in the competitive community right now, because anybody could just run up, dash up, do something, and really not have the sense of fear. I think somebody has to, show people that they have to respect their position on stage. Because anybody's just going to be, anybody's just going to run up, dash, and do something. You just have to instill
Well,
that
here's the
fear.
problem with that. There aren't a lot of characters that really will encourage that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Zelda could. I could see that with Zelda.
Yeah, because every time I try to dash up on Ramu,
How
I
many
just
people
got
play
hit.
though? That's the issue.
It's very
Yeah.
possible with characters like Kirby and Peach, but the problem is they don't have the right tool set once someone gets in. Like, Peach you can play offensively, and Kirby you can try to play offensively, but they're better off played defensive, as we discussed, as a community as a whole. But once a character gets in on them, then they really can't stop them getting just torn apart.
Yeah.
But after Axe, I did play Silver Evil after that,
How was that?
and Silver Evil was the first seed in that bracket.
Really?
And I guess I did not explain this, but I was not seeded at all. So that might have helped me out a bit. I think people didn't know who I was. Anthers definitely didn't know who I was, so that helped out a bit. But I played Silver Evil, and coming off of my DK match, I decided to play DK versus Zelda. And from experience playing T-Son, I do pretty well. So I decided to go DK. First match was really close, but I managed to kill him with an up air DK punch combo. So TRC, thank you, because I wouldn't have known that if it weren't for you.
Yeah,
But
when do you see that happen you don't see that happen every day.
yeah, so that helped out. Second match, I did lose as DK. I don't know how I lost. I guess Silver. He was definitely up being a lot, and that caught me off guard. He was up being at me, so I would kind
Oh,
of just get hit by it randomly. And he hit me more with his smashes, so he did well. And then the last match, I definitely had to think about the counter pick, but I decided to go Fox, and my it was really hard for me because I was thinking about it in my head, and it's like I just lost with Fox versus a defensive player, and I'm playing versus a Zelda. So do I go Fox? Do I go someone else? And basically, what I gathered from the match is he does not really deal well if you get in on him. If you in on him once, you can pretty much abuse him for the most part. So I felt like maybe going Fox would be the best option here. So I just went Fox, and it went surprisingly well. I think it was just a JV2 stock, so or JV3 stock. I mean, so that went surprisingly well, even though my Fox is not in the caliber of say Aegis or Soldier Sunday.
yeah.
But
I think.
after,
Oh, go
oh
ahead.
sorry,
Oh, okay. All right. I think going Falcon probably would have been better. Fox is just less range, so when you short hop Nair, it's not going to be as good as Falcon's short hop Nair. That's what I do against Zeldas. I just counter pick Falcon, and it's just way
Huh.
easier.
um, yeah, that probably would have been smart. It's just that I wasn't confident with my Falcon as of late. I've been losing a lot. I played Infamous in the previous week with Falcon, and I pretty much lost every single match with Falcon. And I played Falcon on stream because I'd streamed that previous week, and I think I was winning at like a 40% rate. So I wasn't really confident in my Falcon at the time. As for my Fox, well, my Fox was doing pretty well versus a lot of Mars and Zeldas because I did play Silver Evil on stream, but it was versus his Mars. So I thought like my Fox was gonna do well, but my Fox didn't really do that well in this tournament. It's like 1-1, one lose, one win.
Yeah. I was
But the
gonna
one win
ask.
was
I was gonna ask you that. How many of these sets were like publicized or recorded?
the only like Axe uploaded quite a bit of them, like most of top eight.
All right.
It's just that the thing is the tournament didn't really um, enforce recording or saving replays until top eight.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, unfortunate. I don't know if you guys wanted to see my Anna match anyway, but
You
uh,
don't.
yeah. So
Alright, so you beat Silver Evil.
and then my next match was Jamie, and after beating Silver Evil, I was like, let's go. It's so cool. I'm in top three, or I'm in top eight now, or something. And then I realized I have to play Jamie. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Because me and Jamie are real good friends, so I had to play him. And this is where I started running Goku only. And I was pretty confident in just playing Goku because Mars, most of the characters that Jamie plays, Mars, fucking Fox, I don't think I have a bad time versus those characters with Goku. And, first match, it was pretty close. I had no idea Jamie had a Mars that good, at least. No shots at him. But he definitely got some pretty clutch dares at me by the end. But fortunately, it went well, and I got an up B, I think, on the top of the platform and killed him there. So, very close, but I managed to still clutch it out. And just to note, a lot of these matches were actually very close. It's just I managed to clutch it out in the end quite a bit of times. And second match was unfortunately a four stock. Goku versus Fox. I think it was a bit laggy, so that did not help his case. But I think Goku definitely has an edge in that matchup. I'm not sure if you would share the same opinion, but from experience, that's what it feels like to me, and just a lot of combos from my end, and
What was the matchup?
Goku versus Fox,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was on Battlefield, so I think it was even better for me. So, yeah. Jamie still got a good placing, though. I think he got fourth.
Didn't he rage
So,
quit?
yeah, he did quit versus Shweezy by the end.
Oh, that sucks.
And just to,
Who?
I think we didn't say this, but one of the biggest upsets in this tournament was Shweezy losing to Dark Ermac.
Yeah,
Um,
what happened?
I did not expect that, and Shweezy lost as DK versus his Samus, and, I guess, I'm not sure what happened in that match. It wasn't recorded, so can't really look over it, but Shweezy basically said, like, he was just getting zoned out, I guess. Just, I don't know.
Uh,
I guess Dark Ermac played well.
maybe I don't know. I can't think of anything. Like
I mean,
hmm.
like, can Samus beat DK? Is that a favorable matchup for her?
I don't think so.
I
Or
guess
him?
I don't think it's a very explored
Speaking on
matchup.
personal experience, it depends on the stage.
Yeah.
Like at some stages, you can just run circles around them and just kill them, not that without much trouble. But if it's something like a flat stage, I guess it all depends on the Samus player. Like if you just sit around and camp, they might enjoy a flat stage more. You like moving around like I do, they don't want platforms more. It probably depends on the player, more so
Yeah.
than the matchup.
So, that was a very big upset, but Shweezy still ran through losers, although I think 3 people quit versus Shweezy, so that was interesting until
That
Shweezy himself had to go.
I'm guessing dude, that sucks, man. That just whenever you say that, that just reminds me of ETS 6 when I think Chaos Zero had to play Gears in Grand Finals, but he just quit out. I want to
Yeah,
figure
My
out how to
DRP.
stop that, but what can you do when
that
it's
was
online?
unfortunate.
Yeah. Uh, was he playing Ichigo most of the tournament?
No, he went DK, I think, for a good bit of it. I don't think he wanted to play Ichigo at that time.
Wow.
So, I mean, rest in peace, Trevizy. I think he could have gotten a better placing. Possibly gone to grand finals against me, maybe even win. But the thing is, I guess I should transition into this. Winners finals, I play versus Infamous. I was not very confident going into this match, and just to tell you my mindset after I beat Jamie, I was basically happy with my placing. At this current day and age, I'm definitely not. I don't. At the time, I didn't think I was at that level anymore. I know I keep saying this as a joke. I'm old and washed up, but that's what I legitimately thought during the tournament. So I think that helped me out in terms of mentality, and I basically not necessarily given up, but I was pretty much happy with losing by that point. And in the previous week when I did play Infamous, I was not doing very well versus pretty much all his characters. I was losing to his Sheik, I was losing to his Lloyd, I lost his DK and Dittos. So a lot
Damn.
of that, a lot of that happened, and I didn't win very much versus him. So in this, it was also a struggle to try and pick the character because I wasn't sure if I was going to go all Goku or if I was just gonna counterpick with Fox versus his DK. But my history versus his DK is not very good with Fox.
Really?
Yeah, he was one of the DKs who was constantly beating down my Fox over and over, and needless to say, I didn't do well versus his DK with a lot of characters. So I hadn't played this DK with Goku before, but I know how the matchup should go in my head just by playing you, Soldier. And
Yeah.
um,
How
I,
would you say? What do you think of some of the differences between my DK and Infamous DK? I know Infamous goes for a lot more DK punches. I don't know.
yeah,
What do you think?
definitely. Downbeat tech chases are pretty interesting from him. I think he definitely tries to grab you more in tech chases. In the neutral, he'll try and grab you a lot as well. And you know, he has a very interesting playstyle. It's hard to describe, but a lot of his stuff is based off the neutral and trying to win it, because he'll usually get a kill off the neutral, not necessarily an edge guard. But he also uses the smashes a lot to just try and read you, F smash and down smash quite a bit. And I did get caught by that quite a few times. As for you, you're more, you try and use your aerials more, try to use back air to edge guard. You're more of a, you know, I guess edge
Standard?
guard.
Forming the match.
Yeah, not as not to say that Stange is a bad thing, but you definitely do edge guards and play the neutral differently to more how you play it rather than he plays it.
Yeah, the down B stuff, I know Infamous did a lot of that when he first started playing, but now when he, smoothed himself out, he cut the edges, he does a lot less of it. Because I remember he just did it for like 5 seconds straight in the neutral, and then
Yeah,
he talks about a lot of DK tech that he says not a lot of other players are utilizing, such as the up throw tech chase, which I don't do at all. I go for D throw reads, but
yeah.
I guess he's just utilizing a lot more tech that he thinks is good with DK. But from the smashes that you were talking about, I can tell that he usually gets those dashes from dash back or dash forward, right?
He does dash back and do it.
Yeah. So I think once you read that, you might you might not get hit by those quite as much, because it's
Yeah.
usually off of a dash, not off of just a straight F smash or something like that.
Yeah, and back to the characters that I was thinking of picking. I was actually considering going Lloyd, because my history versus his DK as Lloyd is actually very even. The first time I played him was with Lloyd, and this is when I kind of just felt like picking whatever, so I just picked Lloyd. And the first time I actually played him, I actually did very well and beat him in our first, friendlies versus him, and it was on Anthers. I met him on Anthers, and I was considering it, but the thing is, I had not practiced Lloyd in this tournament at all, even though I did play him once. But I didn't. My thought was his DK has gotten a lot better, and my Lloyd has gone nowhere. So I just thought, I don't think Lloyd is the right pick for this. There was a lot of other characters going through my mind as well. Sheik, uh, Zelda, because I had been playing Zelda, I think, for the past few days, but not really playing her
Zelda
versus anyone.
DK? I don't know
Uh,
about that one.
Yeah. And, DK Dittos, I don't think I should, try that. So my last resort was, I like to call it my trump card because I don't play it anymore, or play it as much anymore, so I picked Goku pretty much throughout the entire set. First match, it was very close, but trusty old Alcandare on stage actually spikes him all the way to the blast zone, and that wins me the game. And the next two matches were pretty easy going for me, I'd say. I think I figured out that using Q Blast makes DK's life really hard because he has no real good way to approach. And if I just follow up correctly, then and edgeguard correctly, of course, then I'll just be able to, slowly whittle him down and beat him. So the first set was a 3-0. So I sent him to losers.
Man, the way you described it, you sound like it was a real challenge, but you're like, man, it's 3-0.
Three. Yeah.
I don't want to make it sound like it was an easy time because I definitely had to pull out all the stops.
3-0 sounds like an easy time to me, man.
you know, it does seem from like looking back at it, yeah, it seems pretty easy. But when you're in the match, it's just so different because you have to play. Well, you can't just SD randomly.
Oh, come on, man,
Next
I'm
to
right here.
Soldier. Next to Soldier, I probably SD the most out of everyone in this community.
Come on,
And
man.
okay, I said second, dude.
I don't SD that much.
Yes, you
Whatever.
do. Still probably SD a lot.
Because like the thing is, there's
Okay.
no pity stocks in the tournament. Like when
Oh,
someone
dude, versus Chiweezy? You know I would.
when someone SDs,
Really?
I'll take those. Take them all the way to the bank. And Infamous actually SD'd twice in that set, so I took it all the way to the bank. I won, so rip. And then I think for like at least an hour, I was just sitting there waiting in grand finals, and I do remember the losers bracket because it was French Kiss versus Chiweezy, I think, and then Chiweezy drops out, and then French Kiss versus Infamous, and
That sounds
Infamous
like a good
three. Yeah, and Infamous, I think 3-0 is French Kiss.
set. That,
All I know is French Kiss loses, so
it's washed
it's
up.
me and Infamous in grand finals again, and oh, I did forget to mention this. I played his Lloyd. It's just the thing is with Lloyd, I feel like it's an easier time rather than DK. I've never had a trouble in that matchup, and I think the kill power that Goku has and the survivability that he has just gives him an edge over.
Yeah, I was gonna
Lloyd.
say I never usually have an easy time playing against Lloyd because Marth, Falcon, Fox usually do bad
Yeah,
against Lloyd. Marth has the best chance against Lloyd.
I
Anyway,
was
as you were
lucky
saying.
because the character I'm playing doesn't really have a bad time versus these characters. And had there been a really good Meta Knight or ZSS player, I might have
Whew.
not even gone to grand finals. But fortunately, it worked out. Infamous played these characters rather than these characters, so it worked out for me. But the
Mm,
the second set, which was grand finals, um, first and second match were kind of the same when I played him in the first set. Like the second match of the first set, it was kind of just me zoning him out with Key Blast, just all that stuff, and picking my punishes and punishing as well as I could, and of course edge guarding. Uh, Third match, I actually lose because I he was getting some insane combos into back air and up B, and I would just die at 60%. So he definitely played well that set, or better than before. But I won the fourth match by, adapting to it,
what?
picking a different stage. So it
Yes.
was 3-1.
Oh, all
Uh,
right.
so I didn't really drop a set in that tournament, but not to say that I didn't have a hard time. I
Yeah.
think that I definitely had to try in that tournament. I didn't sandbag and go all Falcon, obviously, and I had to pull out all the characters. The characters that I played were Ichigo, Void, Fox, DK, Goku, and I think those were the five that I did play mainly. So I had to think about counter picks quite a bit in that tournament. So
To everybody listening, it sounds like a lot, but that's just the players not forcing Proto to go, or not forcing Proto enough to stick to Goku, because he does have an opportunity to switch. The players didn't make Proto fear not going Goku, I'd say.
yeah, and I could have gone Goku versus a lot of these players. I could have gone Goku versus Axe. I could have gone Goku versus Cerebral, but I felt like my secondaries were enough,
Yeah.
I guess. So, I mean, I went Goku versus Jamie. I felt like Jamie was, not to sound really snobby, but I felt like he was worthy to play the Goku because I don't think my Fox or my Falcon can really contend with his Falcon, his Fox, and his Marth. So, yeah, that was a good tournament. I had a fun time waiting for a lot of it. Uh, it's definitely nice to be in winners the entire time and not drop a set
Right?
because, huh?
Right?
Yeah,
Feels so
it's a
good.
yeah. I'm just sitting here. I'm in grands. I'm sitting pretty. I can drop a set if I want, but I'm not. So, I mean, you're in a really advantageous position because how long do you think the other player is going to keep up their good play until they kind of just crack? Because 6 games that you have to win or more, if I win some of the games in the set, that's just a lot of work, and sometimes they'll just mentally give up. So thankfully, I went through winners without losing, and it helped a lot. But yeah, that was a good tournament. And shout outs to Corvid. He ran that tournament surprisingly well for a first tournament and being the only TO there. So even though it took long, it had a good turnout for a first tournament. Uh, I don't know if you would call this a major tournament. This is probably like not exactly up there, but it was definitely more stacked than the tournaments that have been happening over the past weeks.
Yeah. How do you feel about the recent quality of competition within these tournaments?
Um, you
And
know,
this is a question regarding everybody in the chat or fucking call, so
yeah,
anybody can answer it.
Well,
Honestly, I have no clue because I haven't entered a tournament in like 9 months.
Damn.
So
there's a lot of Anthers players on the tournament nowadays.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of Antress players, and there's a lot of really unknown players too. But the problem
um,
is, most of them enter one or two tournaments and then are never seen again because they don't place well.
Yeah, and I encourage people, man. If you lose first round and then you lose, the next round after that, keep going, keep grinding at it. You'll eventually get better.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
coming from me, I haven't played in a tournament in over a year. I'd like pretty much, and I was able to just come in here and take the tournament. I think this should give players motivation to try and get better because you can't just be letting a guy like just getting first when he hasn't played for so long. Because some of these guys play every day. They're always on enters, always playing. I play with Soldier every day, and that's about it.
That's good enough training, man.
Yeah, and Soldier playing with one Soldier and then playing with a million enters players does not equate.
Yeah. I think I'd be probably one of the best partners for getting you prepared for a tournament. Just because I adapt. I don't play.
Yeah.
I don't always play autopilot, and I have a majority of characters for you to help learn the matchup with. If you're struggling with Falcon Fox, Marth, Black Mage, something like that, I can always help you out.
Yeah, I think a big problem with people in practicing is that they just don't have enough quality in their practice partners. Obviously, I know that you're very easy to approach, Soldier, and anyone can basically play you when you're available. But not everyone knows that. Not everyone knows good players that they can play against to try and grind a matchup or grind a certain part of the game.
Right.
So they're mostly left just playing whoever's in their tier 1 anthers. And if they're in a lower tier or whatever, then most of the higher up players won't even accept a challenge from them.
And I wouldn't say it's exactly the player's fault. If the rooms didn't break after every 2 or so matches, then I think people would be able to, have hour sessions a lot easier. Because, joining and rejoining and all that really takes it out of you.
For example, the other day.
Go ahead.
I think it was on Thursday. I think. Proto and I played a bunch of different matches. Of course, I lost every single one, but our room somehow stayed up for I think an hour and a half. I can't even remember how long it stayed up, but it was for a really long time.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
a rare occasion. That is a very rare occasion.
Those are like shiny Mewtwo's, man. They're only gonna happen once a year. And once you get them, you gotta cherish it. Even if you're playing against MX Zaire and on Lol Cake, you gotta cherish it.
And I welcome players to play me because I kind of look at myself as sort of a gatekeeper, so to help people out, and I wanna play other players to help them out. Because I've been doing that a lot with Slack. I've been playing Appley. I've been playing Rev to Rev a lot just to help him out. Because I really want him to break through and become one of the better players in this community. Because I do believe he can do it. He just needs to brush up on a bit of habits that he does. And, I implore anyone, if you want, you can contact me. I'm usually on Slack. My Skype is Proto. And, I'll play you and I'll try and help you out. And usually I'll play for long sessions if need be. Just all you need is a good laptop, a good connection, and a mouse.
Yeah. You know how Street Fighter V is getting hyped? They're always like, "Oh, cross-platform play, man. We're so sick. Nobody's ever done this before." Look at Smash Flash 2. I'm playing someone on a desktop and they're playing on a laptop, man. We've been doing it years before Street Fighter V.
Nigga, don't even
Poverty.
start.
And, yeah, I guess that was the tournament. What was the tournament called again? Crow's Nest?
Crow's Nest 1.
Amazing tournament name, if I do say so myself.
Corvid made it, and he's very passionate about crows. Or
For some
birds
reason.
as a whole.
You know what? I'd say they're a pretty good bird. They're the smartest bird.
Yeah, I'd say they're
like
top
red with
5 birds,
boxes.
maybe.
Top 5.
What are the top 5 birds?
Okay, it's pretty obvious. There's ostriches, herons,
uh,
cranes,
uh,
crows,
uh,
and like
uh.
pelicans.
What about flamingos?
Flamingos
Nah,
are pretty sick.
flamingos are like fake top tier.
Oh, come on, they're sick.
Since
Yeah.
I'm from Illinois, the cardinal is always my favorite.
I like falcons.
Yeah, my school was based off falcons, so.
I don't like Captain Falcon. He's rude.
Well. Well.
It's
Right.
oh man, it's so fun that their names are off of animals, and then you see like a GIF of like a falcon actually beating up a fox in real life. Oh, that's a melee thing. Ah.
The matchup.
Oh,
I don't like
nerd.
foxes either.
You're like, why is the fox not wave dashing back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start short hop lasering with a Nerf gun soon. It's gonna be hype. I'm gonna be in
Short
a
hop.
I'm gonna be in a Nerf tournament. I'm just gonna be short hop lasering.
Nigga, what do you think this is?
1%.
Yes, 0.5%. It's not even worth it.
Wait,
Yeah.
SF2 is it 1% or half?
It's 1,
One.
Oh,
and then I think it stales to 0.5,
lame.
which kind of sucks.
Scales? Wow.
Scales.
Let's go to 0.5 again.
Fox lasers.
Kind of playing Pokemon at the same time as I'm listening to this.
Well, that's great.
really
That's a
speaking that
great
much.
idea, Zapperix. You should do that more.
Oh, meet me in Pokemon, I'll destroy you soon.
God. No, we have. Alright.
Yeah, GG's to everyone in that tournament. Thank you for the free tournament. Just
Damn.
kidding.
We do need more
Uh,
tournaments. I mean,
Yeah,
there has to be a Christmas tournament, like on the 24th or 23rd.
we need a really stacked one.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Christmas tournament.
What was the most stacked tournament? Was it
The
Was it
one where
Grand
Grand
Island
Lunary
Island
won.
13?
Lunary's last tournament, I think, was the most stacked.
Yeah. Lunary is like, the one where he beat most of the top players and most of the top players were there and he
Yes.
basically won. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd say that was a really good tournament run from him.
It was.
Probably one of the best ones. And that's up to history.
Yeah. It's funny, man. We all pride this guy for being one of the best players, even though we all hate Lloyd. And he just plays Lloyd for them. And he plays the two best characters in the game for the majority, and we still love him for it.
Yeah. His personality isn't exactly toxic. And he's a pretty nice guy to talk to. I've talked to him before. He's a pleasant guy. I don't mind talking to him. Which I can't say for other top players. No, not real.
Damn.
So, yeah.
What about Kios?
Kios, I actually like talking to Kios. When we do talk, he's very nice to me. I'm not sure why, but
He's nice. He buys me things. He knits a sweater.
he's
SS doesn't like Kios.
He shops at Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble is hype, hello.
he seems like he has good intentions, but sometimes maybe if you get on his wrong side or like on the wrong side, I guess he'll definitely lash back at you.
Kios is definitely that type of dude to write a book on how to play ZSS, and he's gonna buy it himself at Barnes and Noble.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's definitely that type of guy.
Legit, dude.
Wait, why would you buy your own book, though?
Because, dude, it's
Profit.
Kios. You gotta
That's
profit.
what real
yeah.
niggas do, man.
Why wouldn't you buy your own book?
I don't know.
Gotta recognize how sick you are.
That's not dog. Real niggas buy their own books.
Right.
And then they body niggas on all games.
No one else is as good as them. Learn from the best.
Yeah.
Myself.
So are we gonna talk about combo videos now? Because that's the next on the schedule.
One thing.
Nah, dog. You know what you're talking about next?
What?
We're talking about nigga stuff like taxes.
We're all little kids here. We don't know what taxes are. That sounds Norwegian.
The freaking bums. Get a job.
I don't
Just sit at
taxes
home
are.
and make combo videos, man.
I'm obviously joking. Don't take it seriously.
I'm taking it super seriously, man.
Super serious.
Good.
I can't.
I take my combo videos super serious.
Speaking
Let's
of
talk about
which,
politics.
let's I think this is a good opportunity to review possibly one of the best combo videos to come out this year, or recently. Zalosis' combo video, Oracle of Storms. Oracle of Storms. I don't.
Yeah, it's
That's a
Oracle of
Legend of
Storms.
Zelda reference, right? But what's a Oracle of Storms?
I don't know.
I think it's
Here,
like
I'll look it.
because I know Song of Storms and Zelda's the Triforce of Wisdom, but I don't know what the Oracle of Storms is.
I think it's
So,
from like Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons, one of those games.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
so SS, what'd you think about the combo video, like Zalosis' one?
Did we all uh did we all look at it?
I looked at it.
Yeah,
I
I've
already
watched it.
watched it earlier.
I really like the editing on it, but I think let's
Some
see.
of
I
the
think
combos could have been a bit better.
the
you know what I mean?
combos didn't exactly blow me away. I've
Fucking
seen
fish.
I've seen most of this blow me away. Only the strong. Some of the combos didn't blow me away, and I've just seen Zalosis do it before in game and to me, so I don't know. I wasn't exactly too surprised by it. If he did some like he did I think he did neutral B edge cancel once, but I never seen him do a transformation cancel. And that's way better than a neutral B cancel. Cause, it's the little sparkles and the sound effects going, and it's like, psych, eat this dare.
Yeah, personally, I like the editing as well, but I didn't exactly like the combos. I felt they were a bit too repetitive, and I don't know. I played Zelda for a long time, so I've seen pretty much all of this stuff.
Yeah, I've seen, in that combo video, I've seen, like, nair, land, dash, full hop, back air, about 5 times. It's kind of an over-exaggeration, but I've seen it a lot in that combo video. I think he could have changed it a bit more, considering that we didn't know when he was going to upload it, so he could have had more time to
crap, forgot.
play a bit more and get a really good one.
But, like, I feel like Zelda doesn't necessarily have, like, the most flashiest combos in general, though.
I think the reverse hitbox stuff is pretty flashy. You have a lot of creativity when doing that, but I can see what you mean.
Yeah,
Honestly, as an editor, the editing is spectacular.
Yeah.
Probably the best we've seen in a combo video, apart from that blue 30 seconds, I didn't get that. But the stuff itself, it was solid Zelda play. Zelda just doesn't have an insane toolkit for making pretty combos, really.
yeah.
And we know he
Like-
has like, I wonder why he just went for straight Zelda this time. Maybe he's just doing each of his mains in a solo combo video. Like maybe he's gonna do a Mario one next or a Marth one next.
Yeah,
or
he
Link
has a
one
Mario
next.
preview, and that was incredible. Like,
Yeah.
that preview was so amazing.
What does Zalosis have, a Mac or something? Or is it a
Uh,
PC?
I'm
I'm
not
pretty
sure.
sure it's a PC.
Yeah, because I have no idea what that editing software was.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Video pad.
Yeah.
It's basically SV13 if you were to put different effects
Oh, okay.
and certain stuff. Like the video editing style is like pretty much similar, just that there's a bunch of different stuff. I do have it on my computer. I just don't use it.
Right. But I think some of the fonts that he used were not that great.
Oh yeah,
Especially during the end
fonts
with
the glow around them.
With the dark blue and the light blue outline. Yeah, misspelling sayonara, instant 0 out of 10.
You know, I like this type. I listen to this type of music all the time. I guess I think you guys would know if you've ever like talked to me. I guess and talked to me about stuff that I do outside of SF too. I listen to a lot of Japanese music, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling this music in this combo video.
I
It
think it
synced
could have
up
been better.
well.
I think he
I
worked
think-
well with it.
Yeah, he worked well with what he had, but I think he could have picked something else. I think this type of music doesn't exactly belong. Not to say, it was bad, but
No music racism here, but
How important do you
Right.
guys think music is in a combo video? The
it's
most
immensely
important or the
The
least
least
important?
important part.
Well, I think
Your music-
syncing up music with the combos is important, but the music choice by itself, not really.
Like,
No.
can you make a good combo video off of a terrible song? Like,
Um,
Blood on,
yeah.
Blood
In
on
my
the
opinion-
Answer
It's a
or something?
relative terms. Other people will think that the
Have
song
you
is
ever
awful.
seen Don't Give a Fucks? Have you ever seen that cover video?
I've seen
What?
it.
The song was terrible, but video was amazing, dude.
Yeah, some melee combo videos do have terrible music, but great stuff. If you look at What the Fox, or no, it wasn't that. It was PGH Carroll's combo video series. Think Outside the Fox. Some of the music choices were questionable, but the combos were really spectacular.
I remember seeing this one Smash 4 combo. I actually was blown away by some of the things he were doing, but I didn't personally like the music.
Yeah, the music can be a real turnoff to some people.
See,
And
I
I'm completely fine with Zalosis' music choice, even though it's not kind of my cup of tea. Since all of us here, most of the combo videos that we produced have generally like an urban hip hop background. Me, Ghostic, Jammy, etc., etc. So it's nice to see some variety out there. You know, not everything can be rap, Notorious B.I.G. and all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Um,
we should play some Disturbed in our music videos.
Let's play some Slipknot. Do dabbing in the middle of the combo
Nah,
videos.
Slipknot's kind of, I don't like Slipknot. Be
Rock
quite
does
honest.
work well with combo videos, but the thing is, as I was trying to say earlier, the music that you pick for your combo video does heavily dictate the flow of it and how it's going to end up. It might not be apparent, but if you've done one yourself, you'll know that the music that you pick kind of determines how you're going to be able to edit it.
Yeah, because the thing is with music, at certain parts you're gonna do this effect because a part of the song gets to this pitch. Because I've I've only started editing as of recently, but I kind of realized that, you know, pretty early on that the music will kind of change up what you're gonna do with the video. It definitely, you definitely have to, I guess, edit around the music. I
Example,
guess.
like, here's an example of a combo video from Melee that could be used to show why it's good to have some diversity in the music choices.
Yeah, it's always good to have, you know, diverse choices. You don't always want to have the same thing.
Yeah, and your combo videos can, if you're like the one really, I want to expand everybody's horizons, you can pick some weird underground thing that can be used as part of your combo video in order to do some more stuff, as in get people interested into more types of music. If you really want to, expand people's horizons like that, that's a good outlet to do it with.
I don't think it should be the focus of a combo video though,
It
to get
shouldn't.
people interested in a kind of music.
It shouldn't, but it definitely adds to a combo video since, people want to listen to new music, and if a combo video
Yeah.
shows them to a new type of genre they never listened to before, then I guess they'd like the combo video even more since it added some sentimental value to it.
The pillars of combo video music over the years have been
EDM.
well, specifically in the EDM genre, there has been trance, dubstep, and drum and bass. Then you've got hard rock, is generally just hard rock, or
Within
metal.
within the Call of Duty community, it's like metalcore and hard rock. Yeah.
Yeah, and then hip hop, obviously. Those are the pillars of the combo videos that get made most of the time, but I have seen a lot that don't use them, but they tend not to be the more popular ones.
Yeah. I think jazz is very underrated for a combo video, especially bebop. You can use it,
Definitely
right?
not used. Not used very often.
Yeah. And there's other things as well. But I think after this conversation, this is going to conclude the third episode of the Flashcast. I'm
And
getting
it'll have
saddened.
timestamps.
I'm getting saddened by these 0 upvotes, man. And I guess the length of the podcast has something to do with it. So I hope cutting it down will increase the viewership and possibly not get 0 upvotes. So
And
I
timestamps.
guess any last words you guys want to say? Plug your stuff. Ghostic, you go first.
Oh, My YouTube is just Gothic. I guess it'll be in the link in the description. And my Twitch is Basalt Rays. I'll be streaming after the new year. I might stream me editing things. I don't know.
Alright, Proto.
Twitch.tv/Photonic Shadow. You can find me being a weeb and listening to weeb music and playing SF2 there sometimes. Once I get my new computer, I should be able to stream a lot more with no frame drops and lag.
Miracle
And
7. Oh, never mind. You go
yeah.
ahead. I thought you were done.
And yeah, that's
Miracle
what I
7.
would say.
My YouTube is miracle-7,
Gay.
and you wow.
It's
Anyway,
a Smash community. We gotta get at least one gay. It's our quota.
wow, that's awful.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
already said true.
A bunch of hope.
But
Thank you,
I
sir.
actually plan to release a new combo video sometime soon. But yeah, it's gonna be like all my characters and whatnot. So stay tuned.
I got you, fam.
Zapperix. Anything you want to plug?
You can find me on Skype, live chat, YouTube, same name.
You can
Not
find
really
me in the
much
alley, slanging heroin.
What the?
We'll play Street Fighter Third Strike for money.
Yeah.
TBH, dude.
You can find me at twitch.tv/SoldierSunday,
Yay.
youtube.com/SoldierSunday. Very. I thought you were gonna say a miracle. Whatever.
Oh, never mind.
God.
You
So
can't- you
unreliable.
can't predict it. You can't read.
What? You can't read. I fucking went to the bait. And then you
No, you can't.
Soiled it.
What the f...
I
Anyway.
soiled it.
Twitch.tv/SoldierSunday. I really want to change my tag, but I think that's going to become... I think I'm going to change my tag when I actually start making, content that I have that I put a lot of production value in.
In before Sandbag Sunday.
Yeah.
Soldier SD.
I'm just going to change myself to Soldier Saturday. I was never a Sunday guy. Saturday was always my thing.
Then make it Saturday.
We in there, bro.
My favorite
Saturday.
day was always Tuesday.
Saturday.
Tuesday's that one day that I just don't like. I don't like Wednesday either. Oh my god.
You guys don't know that song? Jack Black? Nickelodeon Slime?
Saturday, Saturday.
Jack Black is a piece of garbage, and you know
Oh,
it.
you take
Was
that
it?
back. He's the Kung Fu Panda. He'll beat you up.
Wait, he wasn't
He's
the
a
Kung Fu
faggot.
Panda for the later movies, was he?
Oh, shit.
Soldier, are you gonna upload this to your channel?
We're gonna give it to Afro, and I think he's gonna upload it to the Flashcast.
Okay.
I think we should end it here.
This has been the Flashcast, Episode 3, Soldier Sunday, Go Six Stockings, Basalt Rays, Protonic Shadow, CK, something else, Miracle 7, Uncharted 3 Legend, watch out for Uncharted 4, and Zapperix. And peace
I'm gonna get
out.
some pizza now. It took forever.
Peace out. We will see you all next time.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.